Welcome to Baseball This Week, a Spotlight production. And here's your host, Jim Stark.
Well, good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to this week's edition of Baseball This Week. I am Jim Stark, along with my co-host and producer, director, and today he was my timekeeper, too. That was Boston Rob Bennett. Hey, Rob.
How are you, man?
Well, I tell you, there's still angry feelings in this room, the studio. For those who don't know, we take over the spot that Jack Ebling sits in today. He was in an angry mood, Rob.
Well, you kind of brung it out.
What did I do?
You walked in, I guess.
Yes. And even that was a challenge.
Oh, yeah, right?
But you know what?
Live internet radio. This is what we're all about.
We are here, though, Rob, to try and bring some sense to the baseball world. Right now, it's upside down if you're a Tigers fan. But we have actually some other things to talk about. I was going to try to change the subject a little bit, Rob.
Well,
to delay the inevitable. Let me start with some more positive. Of course, the Tigers did lose today, 3-1.
I don't know. I guess I should have brought in with the music of taps because.
Well, I don't know, or a nice funeral dirge or some kind. But Tigers did lose today to end their four-game sweep at the wrong end of the four-game sweep against the rivalry against the Guardians.
They're playing tonight.
The Cleveland Guardians. But we'll talk more about that in a minute. Because I do want to bring up two positive things. One, how about the MSU baseball squad that's in the Big Ten baseball tournament?
Yeah.
They squeezed in as a number 12 seed, right? The last possible seed. Well, they're already making noise.
Yeah, no question. The first, not only 12 seed to win their first game of the tournament ever.
Is that
12
right?
seed, yeah, the first 12 seed.
They beat Purdue, I know that.
Yeah, they beat Purdue, and then last night, in dramatic fashion, beat Iowa, who was the 8th seed.
Wow.
Who beat Illinois, the 9 seed. And tonight, as a matter of fact, in just a little bit, I believe, they will be facing USC in the winner's bracket.
Well, they don't waste any time, do they?
No.
Turning games around.
No.
Well, I'll tell you.
And, of course, they're at the Cathedral.
Well, I was going to say.
The Cathedral of baseball, in my view. In
college
Omaha.
baseball.
I would put that right up there in baseball, too,
really?
Just in general.
Well, that, of course, is Omaha, Nebraska.
Yes.
Where we always hear about the College World Series.
Yes.
And I will tell you this. One time, when I was married in 1992, I had to think about it.
You were straight in there for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
What year were you married?
What?
What year were you married?
2004.
Okay, well, that's more recent. Anyways, we had end of the month, end of this month, anniversary coming up. So we were down in Jamaica for our honeymoon. I remember watching the College World Series on my honeymoon because we were resting, I think. But anyways, there it was on ESPN. I was down in Jamaica watching the College World Series. I mean, it's one of those places, like you say, Rob. It's legendary. It's historic.
It's pure Americana.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what baseball's all about.
It's pure baseball.
Pure baseball.
Baseball-acana. How's that?
Yes.
All right.
I agree.
I didn't realize, I forgot until we talked the other day that the Big Ten plays their tournament there.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Now, why is that? Is that
well? They came with an agreement. Nebraska, as part of the Big Ten.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So Nebraska has their own field.
Yep.
But great job by the Big Ten to be able to come up with an agreement to play at such a historic, such a great field. I mean, they keep that field.
Oh, pristine.
You know what it reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of Augusta and the Masters.
Yes.
You know how they do that with that comparison with that course.
That's a great comparison. It's only used really one.
A little bit of
a year.
Yeah, basically just a couple of weeks a year, or a couple of days a year.
Now, I will say, I've been to Williamsburg.
Oh, well, sure. There's another.
Wait, Williamsport or Williamsburg?
Williamsport.
Okay, yeah. For the site of the Little League World Series.
Sure.
They got a beautiful Hall of Fame there and a big museum, and I've been there a few times, and it's very nice. I don't think it quite has the prestige and the what's the right word? The sense of what you have in Omaha.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those. I mean, bucket list. If you're a baseball fan, right? I mean, it's right at the top of the bucket list if you haven't done it already.
I'm going to go west, Rob. I'm going to stop in Dyersville in Iowa to see the Field of Dreams, and I've headed right on out to Omaha to see the site of it. That's my trip.
Outstanding.
All right, now, And really, the idea for the Big Ten to adopt that as their playoff site makes even more sense now that you got teams from the West Coast coming in, right?
Well, sure.
So now it's a central location. So really, it was prescient for them to do it.
And that was before Washington. They had this
That's
thing before
I mean.
Washington and Oregon
I just
and
said
all those.
that. It makes even more sense now that they got. And UCLA, wasn't UCLA the number one ranked?
They are the top team in the nation. In the nation.
And of course, the number one seed in the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah, of course.
Yep. But so they don't. So when did the first top seeds play? Then what round do they finally start?
Well,
to play?
now that UCLA and USC, you're talking about the two top, and Oregon, Oregon and Nebraska are the top 4 seeds, so they'll be playing tonight.
Because Michigan State as a 12 didn't play. They played the number 5 seed, so the top 4 seeds don't play.
Right, they get the quote. They get the quote unquote bye,
right,
or double bye,
right.
So that now they start their journey.
Okay.
So and of course USC being third. Is it second or third?
Okay.
I believe they're third. I don't have it in front of me. I apologize. But top 2, top 3 seed. So again, Michigan State has their work cut out for them.
So,
but boy,
what are the chances,
Rob? Well, I mean, if they play defense and they get pitching like they have been, I mean, obviously USC is the favorite going in. There's no question about that. But I'll tell you the biggest difference is Michigan State's defense has been stellar. I mean, the Detroit Tigers could take a couple of lessons from Jake Boss and the boys right now.
Well, don't Jake Boss's teams normally play very all the little stuff?
Yeah, they do the little things.
Fundamentally, they play very well.
Defensively, I mean, they kind of struggled off and on. A very, very I think Jake Boss, and I'm hoping to get him on the show here.
Yeah, we had him on last year.
As soon as whatever happens with the tournament happens, we hope to get him on. But I feel like a little bit of a roller coaster ride scenario this year for Michigan State baseball. Had some tremendous highs, and this is most certainly a high. What's happening in the Big Ten tournament now? But again, defensively, they are playing at another level right now. And if you get good to decent pitching, and you get good defense behind you, I feel like you're in any game. But it's going to be a tall task tonight against USC. No question.
Well, for those who are just joining us, if you're just wondering why we're not talking about the Tigers, which we normally
we'll get there.
We are finding something positive to talk about today.
Yes.
And so we will absolutely talk about the Michigan State Spartans. Now, has there been one a pitcher or one hitter that's kind of led this thing, or is it more of a team effort?
Oh, it's definitely been a team effort. I mean, it's been a couple of guys. I mean, it's been a guy every. It's been a new person every night. I think it's when you look at Michigan State baseball, there's not one or two guys. Sure, you got, Randy Seymour, who's a senior,
right?
Who has produced. Pico is another guy that is a young player that hit a moonshot the other night against Iowa.
Right.
I mean, I think it's still in NASA's orbit around the moon. You know what I mean? So but the pitching has been totally a group effort. And they're pushing all the right buttons, making all the right moves.
Whenever you see a hockey team make a run in a
hot goaltender,
you'll find it exactly. And I just wonder if there's a corresponding hot player. A pitcher, I think, would be probably more than a hitter if you're trying to find the.
Well, pitcher, you pitch, every couple of days.
Well,
but if you get a hitter in the lineup, but that's hot. But other teams can avoid him by intentionally walking him.
Right.
I mean, you gotta, so the team, it's the old adage, right? It's more with lesser of the parts, but more as a team,
Exactly.
I know I blew that way out of the but you know what I meant.
I used it earlier in our discussion, so I know exactly what
yeah.
Yep.
So it's more about the team, and they are, they got nothing to lose. They're playing with house money.
And let's face it, momentum, especially at the college level, has a lot to do with success.
And not to take anything away from USC or these top 4 seeds, they deserve the bye. But when you get a hot team that's been playing like Michigan State's been playing, and USC's been off for the first couple of days, right?
Oh yeah. Sometimes,
what would you rather have that rest, or would you rather be that hot team coming in with really all the momentum?
Right? When you're used to playing every day and you got the momentum, sometimes the worst thing is even 2 days off because it takes you out of your rhythm.
Yeah,
takes you out of your regular routine. We've seen it time and time again. The Tigers ran into that in the World Series. in 2012, right? They were off a week or 8 days, and they lost it all. So,
I don't think Michigan State's gonna be intimidated. I'll go back to earlier this season, just a couple of weeks ago, when UCLA in the regular season, when UCLA came into Cobes Field here at Michigan State had a lead on the number one team in the country,
right?
And they let it slip away late because of pitching,
right?
And two games out of the 3, they had a lead going into the 7th inning or later. Michigan State did. So they're not afraid of any of these top 4 teams. I can assure you of that.
Well, as you said, when you're the underdog, you got nothing to lose. There's nothing. Sometimes favorites worry about that underdog because they have nothing to lose.
Right.
So, well, congratulations to the Spartans.
Yes.
Jake Boss and his team.
We'll keep you updated tonight as it gets closer. If any breaking news happens,
What time was the game again tonight?
Let me look here. I
got it here. I thought 10 o'clock. Oh, wait. No. Wait a minute. It says, the 22nd May. That's tomorrow, 10 a.m. tomorrow. Is that right?
Oh, is it tomorrow? I thought they were playing tonight.
They're
Okay,
playing
fair
USC.
enough. Well, thank you for the correction.
Yep, 10 a.m. tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central Time on May 22nd. That's tomorrow. Yep. So they're playing number 4 USC, and then from there the 23rd. So we'll see how far they can go.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
They are now in the single elimination. It was double elimination bracket, but now they're in the single elimination.
So now a hot pitcher, a hot hitter can make a big difference.
They make a big difference.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go a little more local now, Rob, and talk about high school baseball. Another very positive thing going on as we speak, the Diamond Classic, which is an annual high school invitational tournament. Yep. And they do a great job. Some of the best players in the state every year play in this tournament, and they're underway. And on next week, but Rob, what have you heard about it so far? What's the rumbling about the Diamond Classic?
Well, this is a tradition, and I'm going to go back to the Masters again. This is like a tradition like no other around here. This is the 64th, I believe.
Wow.
The Dean Shippey Diamond Classic, and again, great baseball around the area. Have to go into, to be honest with you, I have to go into a little bit deeper into as far as specific teams and what we're seeing, but we hopefully will be able to do that with Brian Calloway or someone from the, Dean Shippey Classic here next week. But most certainly, this is a very, very entertaining classic tournament that is here in mid-Michigan, most certainly. And then the finals will be at Michigan State's Cobes Field, and on June 1st. So hopefully, we'll get the winning. Someone from the winning team on as well. So big things
Here's
coming.
Here's the lineup.
Oh, you have it.
I have it right here.
All right. Look at you.
Jackson Lumen Christian.
Yep.
And Novi. Novi, I play baseball with the head coach at Novi.
Okay.
Yeah, Rick Green is the head coach at Novi.
Yeah,
they won the States, I think, 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Okay.
So he's got his squad, and they're a good team.
Yeah.
So Jackson Lumen Christi, Novi, Okemos.
Yep.
Let's see. Grand Ledge, DeWitt, Hazlitt.
I mean, Grand Ledge is always.
Hazlitt, Lakewood, Lansing Catholic, Mason, Portland, Portland St. Patrick, and Williamston. You know what? Wait. No, I had that wrong. The Okemos. They. I'm trying to figure out if Jackson Lumen Christian and Novi are in. No, Okemos played them earlier in the season. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So they're not. Yeah, the teams are Okemos, and then Grand Ledge, DeWitt, Hazlitt, Lakewood, Lansing Catholic, Mason, Portland, Portland St. Patrick, and Williamston.
Yeah, and the tournament is ongoing. As a matter of fact, we'll have a couple of games, I believe, this coming up here.
It began Monday.
Yep. And it'll be happening, I believe, tonight, on Friday night.
Yeah,
there'll be some games, and then obviously over the weekend, and then, like I said, the finals will be on June 1st.
Yep. The semifinals will start the 27th, and the title game is scheduled for Monday, June 1st. So we hope to have more.
A lot of great memories over the years. It's hard to believe, like I said, I believe it's the 63rd or 64th edition.
You know what? I should see it here, but I don't see that.
Yep.
At least I have the teams, though. So that's
there
good.
You go.
And that story was written by Brian Calloway, by the way. So you mentioned about him. So
yes.
All right.
So
we'll talk more about the Dean Shippey Capital Diamond Classic next week, and hopefully we'll get out to see a little bit of the baseball.
Yeah.
Now the fields they use Rob. I'm looking for that here. Do you know what the?
They like I said, they
use the MSU, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. When you get to the semifinals and the finals,
that's all MSU.
That's all MSU.
Yep. Okay. All right. So now, Rob. Oh, one more thing I want to announce. I want to announce a very positive thing. I think now. It's good news, bad news for you. To your suggestion, we're going to start having our roundtables as part of our baseball.
Yeah,
coming up in June. The good news is the bad news is that Jack Ebling might be one of those round, and you have to deal with him like an extra hour. But that's the worst of it.
Well, I mean, I got to put up with him Monday through Friday for 2 hours.
You got to put up one extra hour.
What's one extra hour?
But seriously, we're going to start having roundtables at least monthly.
I think it'll be great.
And it won't all be experts. It'll be people like us, baseball fans, people that want to talk about baseball that they know, and I think it'll be interesting. And I want to give Rob a lot of credit for coming up with the idea, and also the money to pay for them. Rob, that was really smart. How you going to pay for these guys is always a plus. So good.
Well, it's really coming out of the. He doesn't know it yet, but it's really coming out of the Jack Ebling Fund here at Spotlight Media.
I've been.
So you better. So you better.
Yeah, I've been.
So you better have him in as a guest a couple of times. At least.
I end up losing.
Make him pay for it.
I owe
literally
money to that fund. Heck, for getting anything out of it. So all right. Without further ado, though, Rob, the Detroit Tigers are in one of the worst slumps we can recall in recent seasons. Anyways, right now
15.
Right now they find themselves. I just had it up here. Let me get it again. They find themselves in last place, even behind Kansas City. 9.5 games right now behind Cleveland with a record of 20-31 with a 6-game losing streak. Then this homestand against the Blue Jays and the Guardians, they went 1-6. They won the first game. And haven't won since. The games are not blowouts, right? Here are the scores.
That makes it worse.
Here are the losses, okay? 2-1 and 4-1 against the Blue Jays. 8-2. Now that was kind of a blowout against. But the last three, 4-3, 3-2, and 3-1. So all competitive games.
Well, if that's what you really want.
Well, no, but the point is.
But they had a chance. They had the painful thing is most certainly against the Guardians. They had multiple chances every game. How many times have we seen two men on second and third with one out?
Not just that, Rob.
Right? Or bases loaded with 2 out.
Other than the 82 loss, I think they had the lead when the starter left the game every one of those 3 games.
Yeah.
Or it was tied.
It's just
the bullpen has been atrocious.
Yeah. Well, that's been my bugaboo the whole time since we started this year.
Yeah. Well,
but I'll tell you what. The defense has been terrible.
The base running.
The base running.
How did they forget to run bases?
Remember you just talked about Jake Boss and how Michigan State's doing all the little things right?
Right.
Well, that's the complete opposite of the spectrum of the Detroit Tigers right now.
But Rob, one of the hallmarks of A.J. Hinch-led teams that we've seen in Detroit here is they do the little things well. They take their base. They don't make mistakes on the base pass. They're good heads up.
Terrible.
They're not even doing that now.
They're terrible.
And
there's players that are playing, and he's got no choice. But there's players, but they're major league. There's players that are not everyday players that are playing right now. No question.
Well,
but in saying that, they are still Major League Baseball players. You should be able to catch, or
not get picked off base.
Not being picked off a base. Although the one Riley Green got picked off of was a pretty sweet play.
Right.
I mean, there's some certain plays that you just tip your cap and say that was a hell of a thing. But you're right. Base blundering, running the bases, blundering there, not being able to track down a ball in the outfield.
Missing cutoff
men. This is the issue. And on Jack's show and on this show, the question was asked, and I said, look, they just got to keep their head above water before they get some of these players back.
That ship has sailed. They're no longer above water.
This is. So I've asked a few people on other shows, where's your panic button at? So I'm going to ask you, Jim Stark, the host of this show, where's your panic meter at from 1 to 5 right now?
5 is leaning on it with
5 is the highest you can go.
That's the most panicking? Or
the most panicking.
I'm right now over 4, 4.5.
Yeah. So, and I can't disagree with you.
Well, here's the thing. Let's look at the lineup real quick before we take our break.
Yeah.
Today, okay? Matt Verling leading off. He was supposed to be a a starter, so he's but he's hitting 200 with a 643 OPS. And then you've got the big three: McGonigal, Dingler, and Green. All three of them still producing. OPS for McGonigal 802, Dingler 786, and Green 897. So those three are right there.
Imagine where they'd be without Green doing what.
But now hold your nose, okay? Because now we go to Jahmai Jones, who was hitting cleanup for crying out loud.
Not an everyday player.
Well, hitting 570 OPS. Gage Workman, another call up, 643. Perez 448.
Yeah.
Lee 567. Colt Keith, who started out hot, but now he's 658. Zach Short, who has no business being in a major league lineup, hit his OPS. OPS is 367.
Well, he just got his first hit
and
today.
Finally, Zach McKinstry 514.
Yeah.
The one guy skipped in that whole list should be one of the big producers and isn't, and that's Spencer Torkelson. 681 OPS right now, 194 batting average. Strike it out one every 3 times.
Unexcusable. But I will say the one, and I don't even know how to say this. The one thing that still impresses me about Spencer Torkelson, and this is not me trying to save grace with him, because most certainly he is struggling and he has to be one of the guys, and he's most certainly not. But boy, I love his defense at first base. I really do.
He's very good at digging out the balls out of the dirt, right?
Yeah. That's his only saving grace right now.
Well, you are digging hard to find a plus.
But why? But
they'll pay him. They do not.
No,
they didn't draft Spencer Torkelson.
You are correct.
Number 1 overall.
No, you're absolutely right.
No, and I'm not making fun of you, Rob.
No,
right.
I know what you.
But they didn't draft him to dig balls out of.
No, that wasn't the reason they drafted him. That was part of the reason.
Well, and it wasn't the reason they expected him to be the leader of the office. Right. Let's take a break. We'll come back. I do have my top 5 bottom up, 3 up. My 3 up, 3 down.
You do have 3 up?
I have
probably the 3 up you just mentioned.
Well, you know what? You're very prescient, Rob. All right. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more, but we want to go to a break. We'll come back. We'll have Al Fellhauer come on with some stats. I asked him to look up exactly where the Tigers are sitting right now and all the different stats he keeps, and I'm sure it's going to be very low. So we'll come back. More of Baseball This Week following these words. Well, before we do, real quick, Rob, run down how people can get involved with us via the social media.
Yeah, we can most certainly do that. We are live on YouTube right now. So just head over to YouTube, Baseball This Week with Jim Stark.
When I come back, I got my shirt to show you too, Rob.
That's right. You got to do your modeling.
I got to do my shirt.
If you want, if we want to call it modeling,
I have my shirt to show you.
Okay, fair enough. That's the way we'll go with it.
A jersey.
Your jersey? Okay. But make sure to take a look at that on YouTube. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and follow us on YouTube as we are live right now. And, of course, if you don't want to look at our ugly mugs, and I don't blame you sometimes, hey, sometimes you can take it, sometimes you can't.
Well, it's after dinner, so, you know.
Yeah. Make sure you follow us on all your podcast platforms so you can listen to us the audio part of this as well. We're still there, Baseball This Week, all your podcast platforms. We are there. And, of course, Facebook as well. We have the Facebook page, Baseball This Week, and on X as well, Baseball This Week. Make sure to follow us there as well. So any and all social media platforms, we are there, Baseball This Week.
Okay, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Baseball This Week, heard every week right here on the Spotlight Media Network.
Come enjoy irresistible, award-winning, handcrafted donuts and locally roasted coffee at Groovy Donuts. Surprise your family or coworkers with special holiday designs and flavors, or put the perfect finishing touch on an event with a custom order. Birthdays, weddings, gender reveals, our friends at Groovy Donuts are your answer. Experience the Groovy Donuts difference for yourself on Lake Lansing Road in East Lansing or in Williamston. Get more information or place an order at groovydonuts.com.
So, it's been a while since you've had your jewelry cleaned and inspected, right? Where will you go and who will you trust with your most valuable and treasured heirlooms? At Meadowar Jewelers' 4 locations in Lansing, Okemos, Jackson, and Portage, jewelry isn't just our job, it's our passion. Each and every piece entrusted in our care is thoroughly inspected by our trained staff against damage or normal wear. And we offer you, our customer, the highest level of quality on repairs and custom designs. Whether it's worn out prongs, channels, or shanks, it's all handled with incredible care. Medawar Jewelers in Lansing, Okemos, Jackson, and Portage want to help you preserve your memories and offer you options on creating new ones. Come in today for the cleaning and inspection of your jewelry. We continue to work hard every day to earn your confidence and trust.
Are you passionate about college sports? Foster Swift Sports Talk is your go-to podcast dedicated to addressing the hottest topics in college athletics, including recruiting practices, NIL, the trade portal, collectives, and revenue generation.
Join us as we bring you insights from student athletes, college head coaches, administrators, and other industry leaders as they share their experiences in this rapidly changing arena.
Our mission is to share information and help educate student athletes, parents, coaches, and other stakeholders with the knowledge, resources, and strategies they need to make informed decisions and maximize each college athlete's potential for long-term success. Check out our latest episode where we're joined by Miss Michigan basketball Lily Williams to discuss her recruiting journey and her ultimate commitment to Michigan State. Like and subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook pages to watch all of our episodes, or you can give us a listen on any of your favorite podcasting platforms by simply searching Foster Swift Sports Talk. Until next time, I'm your host, Dave Russell.
So, it's been a while since you've had your jewelry cleaned and inspected, right? Where will you go and who will you trust with your most valuable and treasured heirlooms? At Medawar Jewelers' 4 locations in Lansing, Okemos, Jackson, and Portage, jewelry isn't just our job, it's our passion. Each and every piece entrusted in our care is thoroughly inspected by our trained staff against damage or normal wear. And we offer you, our customer, the highest level of quality on repairs and custom designs. Whether it's worn out prongs, channels, or shanks, it's all handled with incredible care. Medawar Jewelers in Lansing, Okemos, Jackson, and Portage want to help you preserve your memories and offer you options on creating new ones. Come in today for the cleaning and inspection of your jewelry. We continue to work hard every day to earn your confidence and trust.
Are you passionate about college sports? Foster Swift Sports Talk is your go-to podcast dedicated to addressing the hottest topics in college athletics, including recruiting practices, NIL, the trade portal, collectives, and revenue generation.
Join us as we bring you insights from student athletes, college head coaches, administrators, and other industry leaders as they share their experiences in this rapidly changing arena.
Our mission is to share information and help educate student athletes, parents, coaches, and other stakeholders with the knowledge, resources, and strategies they need to make informed decisions and maximize each college athlete's potential for long-term success. Check out our latest episode where we're joined by Miss Michigan basketball Lily Williams to discuss her recruiting journey and her ultimate commitment to Michigan State. Like and subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook pages to watch all of our episodes, or you can give us a listen on any of your favorite podcasting platforms by simply searching Foster Swift Sports Talk. Until next time, I'm your host, Dave Russell.
The one constant through all the years, Ray, has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. It's been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. But baseball has marked the time. This field, this game, is a part of our past, Ray. It reminds us of all that once was good. And it could be again. Oh, people will come, Ray. People will most definitely come.
You know, Mr. Boston Rob Bennett, I have a bone to pick with you. That overwhelmingly dramatic voice of James Earl Jones was a horse from the movie
classic Field of Dreams.
From Field of Dreams. I watched Sandlot.
You did.
Of course,
About
James
damn
Earl
time.
Jones was in that movie, right?
Yeah.
He was, but you know, that wasn't a baseball movie. It was a buddy movie. I was
I
expecting.
can't believe what I'm hearing.
It wasn't. They didn't even play a game. They hit fly balls. That was it. That was a
How
buddy
dare
movie.
you? You're killing me,
Well, we'll
Smalls.
talk about this. A
I
little
can't believe.
bit. Before we go on, though, I got to show
This
you.
is sacrilege.
Okay, we will talk about it. All right,
All
this
right,
week,
hang-
my jersey, right? Okay, you see this
yeah.
jersey?
Yeah. Well, you got to get in front of the can. I see it.
Okay, all right.
All right, here we go.
I wore this
What the hell is that?
It says Royal Oak at the front, right?
Okay, Royal Oak.
Number 13, right? See it?
Okay, yeah.
I wore this the last time I played when I was 20 years old.
Wow. You fit in there? You look at you still fitting there, just a little tight. All right.
But
man, you look good.
But last year I played was also the first year I managed. I was a player manager when I was 20.
Oh,
and this is the jersey I wore. Yep.
Oh,
yep. So,
lucky 13. Look at you.
We'll see. I'm still playing ball 45 years later. So
yeah,
we'll
but that's
see.
not the jersey you're wearing now when you play.
No.
Okay.
That'll be another day. But this is I found this in my archive.
Oh man, that's class.
Yeah. I was 20 years old when I wore this.
What year was that?
45 years ago.
45 years ago?
1980.
Okay.
Yeah,
that looks like I was gonna say that looks like a retro 80s jersey.
These are cheap jerseys,
Oh
trust me.
man,
awful,
nice though.
But I still got it though.
Oh, great memories
All
for
right.
you, I'm sure.
So, are we ready with our next feature?
No, you've been talking to me. I have to call him on the phone here.
All right,
Stand
go
by.
ahead.
Stand by.
All right. Well, I'm going to go up with I don't want to do that. Let me talk. Oh, I know what I want to say. Well, as long as Rob's busy over there trying to line up our next feature is I want to talk about what people are saying about this team. The fans are saying, and boy, a lot of disappointment if you listen to anyone that hosts fans and talks about what they were expecting out of the Tigers, and especially the stars. Where is Spencer Torkelson? The guys that are on the disabled list. Where is where are the guys that were supposed to lead this offense that aren't? It's very disappointing, to say the least. But I will say one thing. I want to take credit now. I did it the other day, I think. Last time, I think 2 weeks ago, when we talked, Rob, I advocated the trade of Riley Green. Well, guess what? He has been unbelievable, and I take no credit for it. It's a coincidence, but he now has become the most valuable. And here's an article that says he is the most untouchable trade asset right now for the Tigers. That shows how much I know, right? I say trade him, and now he's become the most untouchable trade asset. With really, he's like the biggest offensive catalyst they have right now.
Just think if they followed your lead and traded him, where would they be? Where would they be?
Don't listen to me, exactly. Right. So I wanted to share that with you, Rob. We have our
we do not. We left a message, and
I don't know.
Hopefully, we'll get him here in a minute or two.
Let's move over to. I did manage to find a 3-up, 3-down for the Tigers this week. It wasn't easy, but you hit it on the head. It's you know why it was easy for the 3-up? There's only 3 to pick. That was on the whole roster. That of course was Riley Green, who is, again, as I just mentioned, is hitting. He's hitting, driving and runs. He's not striking out. He's hitting for high average. All the things you want out of a leading hitter. Second, of course, is easy because it's Kevin McGonigal. He's been, from the very first day of the season, has been the bright spot of this team.
But he's been struggling a little bit.
Yeah, he's coming back to earth.
Yes, and this is what's going to happen. So I don't want to hear people. He's going to hit some slumps. Any rookie. But man, there's so much expectation for him. But I think he thrives in that. There's some players that don't thrive with the high expectations, right?
Right.
Or they don't let them bother them.
Yeah.
Because this kid he's all in.
Well,
right.
He's got so far in this very young career, he's hitting 285. He has 2 home runs, 16 RBIs. His OPS is a very respectable 801. On base percentage almost 400, 393. Slugging percentage 408, has 30 walks, only 27 strikeouts. It's always impressive when you see a young player who has more walks than strikeouts, right? So as you said, he has a command of the game that's unusual for someone his age. So I mean, without him, where would they be? And third on the upside, Casey Mize, who came back from the disabled list today, pitched another 6.2 innings, a very two-run baseball. Took the loss, but his record's 2-3. That's not his fault. ERA 2.47 so far. So he has been the bright spot this side of Tarik Skubal. And again, this is his second consecutive year of being a real bright spot, Rob. Maybe this tells me Casey Mize is finally developing into the pitcher they thought they would get with the number 1 overall pick they took with him in the draft. So those are my 3 up. And then my 3 down right now this week are, again, almost too many to pick from, but I'm going to go with Spencer Torkelson because he continues to spiral down week after week, game after game. Can't get a hit, striking, leave men on base in droves. Secondly, Framber Valdez, who after a good start the last few weeks has done nothing but his ERA is up over almost 5. His whip is, I think, 1.75. Whatever promise he held early on is definitely dissipated. And the final one is Jack Flaherty, who hasn't pitched all year, despite signing that $20 million contract to come back this year. He has not done anything. He's the most likely to be removed from the lineup with the rotation when some of these guys start getting healthy. But those are my 3 down, Rob. You could pick more, though, couldn't you?
Yep.
If you wanted to.
I mean, sure.
Will Vest could be on that list.
I mean, it's just...
Shoot, Ty Holton could be on any list of down right now. He can't do anything right.
Well, it's the snowball effect. The offense could be better. The offense could put up more runs. That leaves the less pressure on the pitching staff, whether it's the starters or the relievers. I mean, the reliever, you would think, with Kelsey Jansen, as the supposed closer, you would be able to win some of these close games.
They brought him in the 8th inning yesterday.
Yeah, which I don't. I mean, maybe it was a matchup issue. I don't know, but it's just 2 years ago the Tigers were winning these close games, right? Or at least had at least a 500
and
record.
5 months of last year too.
Yeah. So it has. When it rains, it pours in both ways. Right?
It is storming right now.
Yep. And somehow, some way, they got to figure it out. But it's just not one thing.
Well,
it's a lot of things. It's a microcosm. It's everything. And so, but we'll see what our guest has to say.
We're going to the phone, right? Okay.
Yeah.
This will back up what I'm saying, and that's Al Fellhauer's joining us now with his weekly stat report. Al, give me where the Tigers. We talked about. Give me where the Tigers stand in all the different categories.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you my 3 frustrations. You know my 3 frustrations? 1 is the Detroit Tigers. 2 are the Cleveland Guardians, and 3 are final innings of baseball games.
Why? I don't. Why are they? Why are you saying that? I don't get why you're saying that.
Because they're losing the damn games in the final innings.
Well, not the Indians haven't. The Guardians. Why are you saying them?
No, the Indians are one of my frustrations.
Yeah, because
they're beating the Tigers.
There you go. The light bulb goes off for Jim.
All right. So tell me where the Tigers stand in all the categories you track.
Well, you don't even in every category. Or
the one
do you want
track,
where they stand.
The ones you track. The main ones.
All right. I will tell you what. In 1 loss, they're 12th in the American League.
They're 12th in the American League in losing games by 1 run?
No, that's just 12th in 1 loss record.
1 loss. Okay, so they were near the bottom. Got it. Near the bottom, 1 loss. Okay.
Best team in batting average. They are still 7th.
Oh, that's about middle of the road. Hey, Al, that's about middle of the road, right?
You want me to go through the whole list, or are you going to interrupt?
No, I want to. I'm
in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood because I watched that baseball game.
Well, I don't care if you're in a bad mood. Let me ask a question for crying out loud. Jeez. Are you sure?
We need to
dial Jack Ebling's number?
No. We need to bring Al in for one of these baseball roundtables we're talking about.
Put him with Jack.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my God! And then get out of the way.
Yeah.
All right, Al. 7th is still pretty good, correct? Middle of the road. That's not bad.
But base hits, they're 7th. Okay, runs batted in, 13th.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
Home runs, 13th.
Oh.
Yeah.
Total bases, 12.
Yep.
Base on percent.
On base
teams
percentage,
based on percentages, 8th. On base percentage, 8th.
Yeah.
Is there
based on balls?
Yep.
Based on balls, they're 5th.
Okay, I guess they're drawing walks.
Well, that's
striking out. They're 9th.
That figures.
Least times grounding into double plays. They're still 4th.
Yep.
Overall hitting, they're 11th.
Huh.
That's their offense.
How about
defense?
the pitching? Well, let me hear the pitching first, Al.
You want the pitching?
Yep.
Okay, earned run average, 12th. Whip average, 12th.
Wow.
Opponent's batting average, 12th.
They're consistent.
Yes, they certainly are. The lowest hits allowed, 12th.
Let's see.
Boy,
This is like the dirty dozen.
Man.
Jeez.
Yeah, home runs allowed, 13th. It broke the streak there, huh? Opponent's base hits allowed, 14th.
It's hard to get much lower than that.
Yeah, well, I know. Least pitches thrown, 14th. Most strikeouts, 12th.
Is there
Least base on balls, 14th.
Is there anything that Al, that they're higher in? Is there anything there that you have that might be something positive?
No.
No.
They're not
Not for that
anything.
pitching staff.
Nothing.
Not for that pitching.
Okay. Do you have blown saves?
Overall,
Do you have lost leads or blown?
13th in the American League. 13th in the American League overall in pitching.
Do you have lost leads or blown saves in your stats?
Pardon?
Do you have lost leads or blown saves or whatever they call it in your stats?
Nah, I haven't got lost leads.
Okay.
I suppose I could find them.
No, but
I don't
they're one of the
that doesn't
highest in
play
that too. So, all right, go to defense.
I'm sure
real
they
quick.
are.
Go to defense real quick, Al.
Pardon me? I'm sorry.
You said the defense. You had some defensive stats.
No, I don't have defense.
Okay.
No, either do the Tigers. So don't worry about it.
I got the 1 month change.
What's that?
The changes in 1 month.
Yep.
The Detroit Tigers have changed in 1 month in hitting. Let me see. I got to look it up here. In hitting, they have changed. They have lost 3.3 points.
Okay, is that a lot?
Runs?
Is that a lot? I don't know what that number.
They were 94.3 efficient. Now they're 91.
Oh, gotcha.
Efficiency.
Got it.
Efficiency. Okay, all right. Well, listen, Al, you have done nothing but substantiate what we were saying earlier. This team. Well, let me ask you a question.
I have nothing but bad news. The only good news is they're still ahead of the Red Sox.
Good. That jabbing in
I'm
Boston.
glad I'm here for you,
Boston
Al.
Rob, ask Al before we let him go. Ask him the question you asked me about the panic button thing. Ask him that.
All right, so I'm going to ask. So, as a fan, the panic button or level you're at from 1 to 5, 5 being, DEFCON 5, the worst, or 1 being the least, where are you as far as the panic button for the rest of the season right now?
2.5.
2.5. Wow, okay.
You're in the
Right
middle?
in the middle. I'm right in the middle.
All right.
I don't know. I can't figure out what's going to happen.
But Al, wait a minute.
I cannot figure it out.
You're not more
On
panicky.
paper, they're a better team. They're a better team than they're performing.
But you're not more panicky than in the middle? I said over a 4.
I can't panic I'm not panicking at this. It's too early to panic.
Really?
Yeah,
he can 11 games behind.
He can be upset, but he doesn't have to panic.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
He can be.
very
what was yours?
upset.
Yeah.
I'm very, very
I know.
upset.
I can tell.
What was yours?
Especially because of what's happened in baseball. Because of what we used to call Bally Sports
Yeah.
not being around, and we have to watch them on this FanDuel now.
Yeah.
Guess what? They don't carry it down here
No.
in Ohio. So I had to watch the Cleveland broadcast. I had to watch Cleveland's broadcast.
Well, don't go to Ohio anymore. That's the
And
problem.
it disgusted me.
Well,
You
you
go
could
to Ohio.
have you could have turned down the volume and just watched it, right?
All right.
That's an option.
Al, hang on. Rob, go ahead.
I don't know.
Where's your panic level?
Where's my panic?
Yeah.
The whole baseball season at this moment for me right now is in a disgust mode.
Fair enough.
All right.
I can't blame him.
All right, Al Fellhauer, listen.
A disgust mode.
We'll talk to you next week when you're in a better mood. How's that?
No, I'm going to give you the overall.
No, you've given us enough news for today, Al Fellhauer. Trust me. We will talk to you next week. Find me some better news for next week. All right, Rob. Al, thank you very much for joining us down in Ohio.
AJ Hinge and the gang, tell them to give us better news.
There you go.
All right, Rob, where's your panic levels?
For the Tigers right now?
Yep. Where's yours?
Boy, it's creeping up there, Jim. I gotta say, it's close to a 4.
Close to you're
I
in
mean,
my neighborhood, right?
if I had to pick a number, 3.8. I mean, these are teams. Now, granted, Cleveland is a very good team, right? I think we could say that Cleveland is maybe not a very good team, but a good team. And these games with the Tigers have always been close, especially these last couple of years. Would you agree with me?
Yes.
Okay. The problem I'm having is the teams beforehand. The way they lost to the Mets.
Yeah.
The way they lost to the Red Sox. The way they lost to Kansas City. I mean, these are teams that they should be able to handle. Now, granted, I'm getting sick of hearing about the injuries. They are there. We all know
everybody has.
We all know who's injured and waiting to come back. But they are not holding their head above water.
Hey,
I mean, the worst case scenario is happening right now for this team. So 3.8, 3.9.
They deserve to be in last place right now. That's not an aberration. They as you just said, they played like a last place team.
You are who you are.
Yep.
Your record tells you who you are.
And right now, I'm not sure Al. I think he was being a little too positive to say 2.5. He's being a little bit too under.
It is a long season.
Yeah,
but you don't want to get behind by 11. What are they at? 11?
They're 11. They're 9.5 games behind first place. They're 11 games under 500 right now.
Yeah, you can't. If this. I mean, pardon me for this, but who's their next? Who they got for the next couple? I know this is probably the next segment, right?
Actually, I'm gonna finish up the show. I don't think we're gonna be done after this one.
Okay, fair enough. But
they've got the Orioles. They go to Baltimore.
Okay. There's a team that is the whole American League, really, except for a handful of teams. Jim, it's garbage.
Yeah,
they're garbage
compared to
the National League.
It's crazy. Yeah, I agree.
These are teams that the Tigers should be able to take 2 out of 3 or split a series with. Not getting swept. Now, Cleveland, again, is a good team, right? A playoff contending team. I think we all agreed upon that entering the season, right? So that, but they should have at least won 2 games out of there.
Well,
but these other teams that they're playing, even the bottom dwellers of the National League, and I would consider the Mets a bottom dweller. It's just very frustrating when they had, games in hand that they should have and could have won. They are not playing to win right now. Well, they're playing not to lose. There's a big difference.
They've got 3 in Baltimore. The schedule these days, they have little short road trips, right?
Yeah.
They have 3 in Baltimore. They come home for 4 or for 3 against the Angels. Then they go back on the road to Chicago. So this week, they're in Baltimore for 3, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the weekend. They come back Tuesday. We're 3 with L.A., the Angels. And then they go on the road to Chicago. So
Baltimore and the Angels, I mean, maybe they should, but they don't scare me.
Well,
but maybe they should if I'm a Detroit Tiger right now.
Everyone scares them now, but here are the pitching matchups. Tomorrow, they've got Flaherty, then they got Valdez on Saturday.
Okay.
Montero, who's been one of their most consistent pitchers on Sunday. Tuesday looks to be a bullpen day. They get back to Mize on Wednesday and Flaherty on Thursday. So Flaherty twice in the next week. Never looks good. So, Rob, I think they've got to do something different totally. Whatever it is, they better do it. I think that my panic button.
They definitely got to change something up. They can't continue the way they're going.
If we meet in a week and they have another 1-6 week or 1-5 week, my panic button's getting really red towards that 5.
Well, sure. I mean, it's just, but the improvement, you don't see the improvement.
No,
right? You go into these games and you go in and they're up 3-1 you have no faith in this team that they can win a 3-1 game. Never mind a 1-0 game like last night. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just
this is an example of how far these teams have dropped. I will take a 2-4 in the next 6 games. I wouldn't have taken that earlier in the year.
They got to just win a game you got to just win a game.
I'll be happy with 2-4 in these next 6 games.
Yeah, you just got to win the game.
Right.
That's it.
Listen,
just win a game.
Boston Rob, thank you very much. It's been fun today. We did have a good time talking about the Diamond.
And I'm
Classic.
glad we're going to discuss this Sandlot business. Trust me.
Time.
We're not. I'm not letting you off the hook.
I'm not letting you off the hook.
No.
That was not a baseball. It was a buddy movie.
Oh my God.
They didn't even play a game.
Let's end this show.
I'll tell you right now.
End the show.
What's the
let me ask you this.
Bears was a better baseball movie.
Let me ask you this.
Yep.
Minus the baseball, what did you think of the movie?
It was a good buddy. I liked it. I liked the buddy part of it. I loved at the end when he's recounting what happened to all his friends. That was kind of cool.
All right.
But I was expecting a baseball.
And that's what you got.
I will say this. the redeeming part of it was when James Earl Jones and he started talking about his career and now that was cool. But I was expecting more. They spent the whole movie trying to avoid a big fat dog chewing them up. Come on, that wasn't fun.
You're not American. You're not American.
The kid took his stepfather's Babe Ruth sign, but what kind of a dope is he?
Well,
oh my Lord!
Dude, he was 8 years old.
I don't care if I was out of the womb; I would have known not to do that. For crying out loud! All right, we'll talk more about Sandlot next week. Right. Boston Rob,
Fair enough.
We'll talk more again, hopefully about the Diamond Classic next week as that final game comes up on the 1st of June.
That's right.
Hopefully, we'll have Tigers news that we can talk about and not have to cringe.
Hey, either way, Boston Rob's going to be here.
All right, Boston, have a great Memorial Day weekend, Rob. Hopefully, you can do something fun.
You as well.
Barbecue or grill out, whatever you want to do. We'll be back at this next week, and Rob, let's hope the Tigers can do something good this week for us to talk about. So, for Boston Rob Bennett, I'm Jim Stark. Thanks for joining us here on Baseball This Week, heard right here on the Spotlight Media Network.